Today's reading is Daycare Attendant from the Sexypedia Wiki. The Daycare Attendant is an animatronic from Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. During the day, he is the cheerful and eccentric son who loves to entertain children and maintain cleanliness and order. In the dark, he transforms into the quiet and sadistic Moon, who is more concerned with punishing those who disobey the rules. The Ruin DLC added a new personality, Eclipse, a mix of sun and moon that is friendly and calm. Their class is Tiamat. Their aliases include Sun, Sunrise, Sundrop, Sunnydrop, Moon, Moondrop, and Eclipse, and their source is Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. Basic information. As his name suggests, the daycare attendant is in charge of looking after and entertaining children in the Superstar Daycare at Freddy Fazbear's Mega Pizzaplex. Both sides take their job of maintaining order very seriously but accomplish it in different ways. Sun preferring to distract and appease players before anything can go wrong, while Moon threatens and straight up attacks them on sight. During gameplay, Sun greets the player first when they sneak into the daycare to steal a security card. Sun is overwhelmingly friendly, listing off tons of fun things to do together in a desperate attempt to keep the player from turning the lights off. Of course, the player distracts Sun by knocking over some blocks, steals the security card, and accidentally turns off the lights. In a very werewolf-like scene, Sun screeches out, collapsing off camera before standing up once again as Moon. Now viewing the player as a child up past their bedtime, Moon stalks them intermittently throughout the rest of the game in order to punish rule breakers. In the Ruin DLC, the Attendant returns with Sun and Moon fighting for control over their body. The player ultimately reboots them via merging the two into one Eclipse, who lets them leave the daycare due to it being dangerous. More information can be found on the Five Nights at Freddy's wiki. Archetypes. Clown. This man be goofing in his striped baggy pants, curled toe shoes, jingle bells, and frills. Distinctive voice. Sun has a very chipper and maniacal tone, whereas Moon has a gravelly low voice. Surprisingly, he is voiced by Kellen Goff, who also shares the same voice as Glamrock Freddy. Duality. Sun and Moon are considered to be different sides of the same character, with each being triggered by the presence of or lack of light respectively, while Eclipse is a mix of both. However, considering their reactions, we do not know if they are evil, but they have let us pass through the daycare without any harm, and actually being alerted that we were hurt, so we can assume that they are good. Eye imagery. Sun's eyes are pure white, yellow and ruin, and Moon has some sick-looking evil red eyes, while Eclipse is a mix of both. Non-human. This creature is a humanoid robot with some seriously advanced AI. Object head. The daycare attendant's widely grinning face depicts the Sun on the left half being eclipsed by a pointy-nosed Moon on the right. As Sun, both sides of his face are visible and his head is surrounded by sun rays. As Moon, the rays retract and the Sun side of his face is completely black. Both sides can spin and rotate their head 360 degrees. Perpetual Smiler. A smile is a permanent part of this guy's face. Quotable catchphrases.
Ho, ho, ho! Lights on! Lights on!
Naughty boy. Naughty boy. Nighty-night.
Technical antagonist / villain. During gameplay, Sun will actively prevent the player from proceeding through the daycare and can only be passed when distracted. On the other hand, Moon stalks the player intermittently throughout the rest of the game and will attack them on sight, resulting in a game over. Cosmic. The daycare attendant is literally the Sun and the Moon. Fanon. Fanon depictions of the daycare attendant focus on either his unsettling / maniacal or sweet / child-friendly nature. Yandere headcanons are very prevalent, mostly due to his whole stalking thing. Sun is often shown to be genuinely sweet, playful, and great with kids. Drawings exaggerate his eyelashes, soften his unsettling grin, and maybe give him some cute freckles as a treat. He is all around just a sweet little uwu boy. Moon is a little less popular and is portrayed as tired, grouchy, and sometimes downright malicious. If he could punch a kid across the room, he would. His red eyes pair nicely with depictions of him with sharp fangs and a malicious grin. John Locked. Sun and Moon are often treated as separate entities and sometimes shipped together, with Eclipse entering the mix after Ruin came out. He is also often shipped with Glamrock Freddy, with both his personalities. Monster features. Quite a few pieces of artwork show the daycare attendant with an extra pair of arms, sharp fangs, and glowing eyes. Hell yeah. Tongue imagery. In fanworks, all forms of the daycare attendant, but especially Moon, are sometimes depicted as having a long, mechanical tongue, sometimes complete with candy-flavored drool respective to the form he's in. White twink humanization. The few humanizations going around depict him as a tall, pale, skinny guy. However, darker skin tones are used as well. The tall and skinny parts of the design are expected as the canon animatronic is both of those.